The Murfreesboro Indigenous Plant Project is an initiative of the Parks and Recreation's Outdoor Murfreesboro Division to promote the use of native plants in Murfreesboro and Rutherford County.
The project itself is our attempt to provide local native plants. I think the biggest challenge is knowing what to use, what's appropriate for our area, and also finding them at a reasonable price. It's one of the easiest things you can do for the environment is planting native plants, and we hope to be able to provide those.
We asked why native plants are so much better for the environment.
These plants they've grown up here for millions of years, and the animals that they support have grown along with them. And so, for instance, I think one of our most famous examples that we use is the monarch caterpillar. The caterpillar itself is very specialized. It can only utilize the nutrients from specific kinds of plants. And as those plants disappear, the caterpillars disappear. And when you remove such an important part of the energy web from that system, other things feel that, like birds eat caterpillars when they're young. And so removing those plants that the caterpillars need is really detrimental.
One of the programs Outdoor Murfreesboro is proud of is where they take seeds from wild native populations and grow their own plants to provide for park installations and to the public from their nursery.
And we've been able to provide at least more than half of our plants are from those collected seeds. And that ensures regional genetic integrity. And that means the genetic makeup of these plants are appropriate for this area. They've grown up in this area. So, they're adapted to our weird weather and those things. So it means that they'll be healthier and happier.
Kristen talks about a couple planting projects that she's proud of.
We've recently installed a bunch of the native plants that we've grown. Almost 200 plants were installed at Murphy Springs along the riparian bank there. We spent 2 growing seasons working on getting the invasives out, the invasive plants that were there. It was like 90% invasives along that bank. So that's a really cool project that's been in the works for a while. And then we've put in a pollinator plot at Old Fort Park that's in its first growing season. So we spent two seasons preparing the ground, getting out as much bad stuff as we could. Then we seeded it earlier this year, and it's grown up really well this year, and we're going to continue to manage for that. And the diversity in that pollinator plot will just continue to grow.
Murfreesboro Outdoor has 2 plant sales per year, spring and fall, but if you're lucky, you can catch them when they have a free plant giveaway, like they did recently.
They're all 3-gallon trees and shrubs. They need a home, and so we're giving them away for free. And they're all native to the area. We've got several kinds of oaks, some tulip poplars, some sycamores, some of the plants that you would find in our area. We know our plants fairly well, and so we know what kind of habitat they would normally grow in. So if there's an area in your yard that you need help with identifying a good plant for that spot, then we can certainly help you with that. I've had people recommend our program to other people in the community, and so I've had a few meetings with some folks in the library system who want to put a pollinator patch in their buildings area, and I have a meeting soon with a school who wants to do an outdoor classroom and wants to install native plants for those. So that's really satisfying to me, is when people hear about our program through the grapevine and they contact me and they want to do something good like that, and I love being able to provide those plants and that service for them.